Welcome back to sunny Southern California, and I am Doug Carver, your Venice realtor here at livinginwestla.com. I am super excited today to share with you an incredible architectural masterpiece at the foot of Venice Beach, as you can see behind me. This home is literally just a stone's throw away from the waves and the surf, and it was designed by noted architect Charles Sutherland of Sutherland Hussey Harris, which is based over in the UK. They've done some amazing projects around the world, including the Chinese Museum in Sichuan, as well as the UK Embassy in Berlin. So let's go over and take a look and show you around. Awesome. What I love about Venice is the eclectic nature of its streets and neighborhoods, and this particular neighborhood is no different. While being steps from the beach, we've got an apartment complex here, again, next to a 1920s original bungalow, probably built back by Abbot Kinney at the turn of the century when Venice was incorporated, standing right next to the home we're going to take a look at today here at 2127th Street. So let's go through the front gate here off this lovely walking street, check out this home, and take a look at some of its unique features and architectural interest. Let's go. So looking up at the home, you can see its really unique front face, if you will. It's on 3 stories. We have a roof deck on top with the primary bedroom. On the middle floor, we have our main living areas and kitchen. And on the ground level, we have 2 separate ensuite bedrooms with ensuite baths. What I love about the architecture of the home, obviously, is the floor-to-ceiling windows, the contrast that the architect used between the dark wood and the formed concrete of the home, as well as the use of this aluminum trim that you'll notice that in essence outlines all of the wood areas that accentuate the cubic and geometric facade of the property. So let's go inside. We'll take a look at the 2 bedrooms downstairs, and then we'll work our way up and take a look around. Let's go. So as we come to the front door of the home, what we notice first is this massive solid wood cantilever door. What is really unique about it, and I didn't realize it until literally just a few moments ago, is there's no latch to actually secure the door. There's actually an electric magnet that holds the door shut, which is kind of a really neat feature of this home. So we come into the foyer here when you come on inside. Of course, we're here on the first floor after coming in the front entryway, and we're going to explore the 2 ground floor bedroom suites and check them out. So let's go. Now, entering the first suite, we go down these 2 very small steps and that descend into what would potentially feel like a dark area at the basement of a home, but that is not the case here. We've got this unique custom architectural light feature, not even a light, it's actually a cut that's been put in the ceiling where they've lined up these incandescent light bulbs to create a really warm glow, and I'm sure at night it must feel very warm and inviting. They've put a television in the wall. They haven't mounted it on the wall. They actually created a space in the wall for it to sit flush, which is a nice, thoughtful touch. But really what jumps out at you is this amazing, what they call an interior void or courtyard that spans the entire height of the home. And what this does is it actually allows the light to penetrate into every room of the home. Even though the lot is relatively narrow, this provides light and creates warmth throughout the entire property at every level and in every room. A really unique feature. All right, so now let's actually go back into the first suite and take a look at the ensuite bathroom, which is really unique and special in how it was created. We have a kind of a narrow hallway that leads you up into the bathroom, and on the way we have this very neat architectural walk-in closet with ambient lighting. We come up 2 stairs and we enter a full bath. What's unique about this bathroom is that it does have a sliding door, so if you do want some privacy, which you may want on occasion, you can actually slide this door to create some additional privacy from the bedroom area, as well as having this unique door off to the front of the home. So if you're coming in from the beach and you don't want to take a shower, maybe you prefer taking a tub, you simply open the door and then jump into the tub after your day surfing on the beach. Also, what's unique about this as well, I love this use of the window right beyond the sink. I've never seen that before. You can actually sit down, wash your hands, and look outside at the same time. Definitely something that is unique to this home. Cool, so we checked out the first suite on the first floor. Let's take out the second bedroom suite here, just adjacent to it. I want to point out a couple of features here that make this home really unique. Like a yacht or a boat, there is no inch of space that has gone unused. And you'll see this throughout the home. The architect thought of everything to create little nooks and crannies for storage. Going down and walking towards the
the bedrooms, the second bedroom suite, there's a nook underneath the stairway. In a lot of homes, they close this off and turn it into a closet area. In this case, they've turned it into a small little home office. To the right of the bedroom, we have our bathroom. And it didn't occur to me until I looked at it a couple of times, where's the shower? Well, the shower is this long, elongated aluminum tube that you stand under. There is no shower curtain. The room, in fact, is a water room with tiles on the wall, concrete on one side, tiles on the other, and a drain in the middle of the floor. So you just simply walk into your bathroom and turn on the shower. Really cool feature I've not seen before. Again, in the bedroom area, we have, again, this use of this unique architectural light feature where they've created this cut area in the ceiling with these incandescent light bulbs to create a lot of warmth. And of course, you have these amazing full glass sliding doors that just bring the outdoors inside through this amazing atrium. So anyway, we'll head on upstairs and take a look now at the main living area and the kitchen. Let's go. I'm coming to the top of the stairs here, and I'm just getting little peeks, a peekaboo view of what this amazing second floor looks like through these wood grates. And wow, 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 this is just incredible. I feel like I'm standing in a tree house. I have absolute visibility from the front of the home to the back of the home. The walls are disappearing. I mean, literally the floor-to-ceiling windows let me see across to the green trees on the path. It's just amazing. What is really cool, and I just noticed this a moment ago, is there's no artwork. There literally is no wall to hang artwork, and the things and the house itself becomes a piece of art. When we look at the shape of the chair that's sitting in the living room is a structural, sculptural piece just sitting there reflected against the glass. We have the television set, and who would have thought I would have called a TV set a piece of art, but it really is unique sitting there on the floor. We have the way that the concrete fireplace is positioned against the clear glass, mitered glass of the atrium. We have the black built-in features here and the built-in sofa here on the side, contrasting against the concrete topped island here along the atrium. Everything was thoughtfully designed to be art in into itself, in which case you don't even need to bring art because the home is a sculptural masterpiece, which I've really never experienced before, and I'm kind of blown away. So let's take a look at this a little bit closer. We'll look at the front area here, the living room, and then we'll work our way back to the kitchen and the dining room. What I'm immediately, again, blown away with is the openness of what was created here. We have the floor-to-ceiling windows, but on top of that, we have these really unique timber screens. And what these are literally shutters that can be retracted, opening the house to the outside. There's no screen, there's no blockage. Literally, it's the outdoors, indoors simultaneously. And of course, if it's raining outside, you can close those off. But when they're open, it's an amazing sense of openness and lightness that exists in this room. Again, it's like I'm standing in a treehouse up at the top of a forest. We have the bamboo along the side. It's almost, I've not been to Bali, but if I was in Bali, I'm sure this is what it feels like in one of those Balinese structures where there's a roof and the walls just seem to disappear from view. As we walk towards the fireplace area, the architect came up with the concept of a sunken living room. And actually, this was done a lot by architects like Frank Lloyd Wright, where they would build in furniture to the home in order to make the space work most efficiently, as well as to place the owner of the home in areas that the architect felt really accentuated the structure and the design. And in this case, they have this massive, entertaining, sunken sofa with a focal point on this concrete formed fireplace that looks through the glass of the atrium that goes from the third floor down to the first floor and into the dining room, kitchen, beyond. Really, really cool, really unique and special. If you look at the ceilings, again, he's used the repetitive architectural lighting with these ducts that he's cut into the ceiling, and we have these rows of incandescent glowing orange bulbs that at night must create a tremendous effect and warmth that fills the entire space. So as we move from the front of the home towards the back of the home, I just want to point out some really unique features that the architect thought about as part of this home. The first thing that pops, obviously, when you come to the top of the stairs from down is this amazing wet bar for entertaining and a sink that you can use with storage underneath. To the right, we've got the control panel for the home, as well as tons of storage. They look like just black walls, but in fact, every inch of this home, as I mentioned earlier, is used, and you have tons and tons of storage here on the right. We've got a banquette of seating just to hang out and to relax with this very cool window above it. And then right across the way, this 12-inch thick slab of concrete that is a workspace. There's some stools. You can sit here, enjoy the view of the atrium. They even put in plugs into the concrete slab so you can plug in your computer and work here or read or whatever you might want to do. Also, as we move past this living space with the banquette and the work area, we hit this strange door in the wall. It looks like a Hobbit elevator, which was my first thought, but in fact, it is a dumbwaiter. This is a 3-story home, and the architect thoughtfully realized that coming up and down is something that you may not want to do all the time, especially when bringing food. So they created a dumbwaiter to bring food to the amazing, entertaining patio above us, as well as sending food down to the 2 suites that we saw earlier. Very neat feature that I'm sure they used quite a bit. So anyway, to enter into the kitchen, which is a really unique space because it doesn't look like a conventional kitchen. It's very streamlined. It's very modern, again, along the theme of a yacht where things are in their rightful place to keep the space as open and as clean as possible. They've kept the use of the slab concrete for the kitchen countertop, incorporating a stainless steel insert with a 6-burner stove. They have a very small sink here. And when I first came in, I was wondering, how is someone going to use this kitchen with a sink that is so small? Well, in fact, that is not the only sink in this kitchen. So the architect thoughtfully hid the kitchen sink in order to keep the kitchen as clean and minimalist as possible. And that's great because I know my kitchen sink gets pretty damn nasty, and I would love to be able to put it in a closet if I had the chance to do so. So let's close this up. Next to it, we see they have the Gaggenau convection microwave oven, super high-end appliances in this home. Of course, nothing was spared. Down below, we have a Gaggenau wall oven that, again, you wouldn't see unless you're standing behind the island. Again, with the thought of hiding things that don't need to be seen, but still keeping it functional and useful for the cook. And finally, the refrigerator, right? Where is the refrigerator? Usually you see it, it's front and center in a home, but in this case, again, they thoughtfully placed it in the wall so that other than coming here to grab yourself something to drink or eat, you just simply wouldn't even see that it was in the room. Very neat, very cool. So walking from the living room back to the kitchen dining room is really quite cool. You have this, what is literally outdoor space with doors on each end, and it really blurs the indoor-outdoor nature of this home. Whether you're indoors or outdoors, you really have to do a second take because right here, I'm outdoors. I'm outdoors. If I look up, I can see the sky, and then I take 2 steps forward and I'm back inside the home. So it's a really cool, interesting way that the architect has played with space. Looking at the atrium itself, I noticed immediately obviously the volume that brings light through the home, which we talked about earlier, but he went as far as to use this aluminum paneling to reflect the light coming into the home, almost making the atrium disappear into itself, as well as create contrast with the dark walls that he's painted on the interior. Everything has been thought about in this home, and every angle of this home has been created to create a specific feeling and openness. It's incredible. So let's go back to the kitchen dining room and check it out. Other features of this kitchen, which I find are unique, is the light fixtures. I think we talked about this architectural space in the wall that has LED lighting that reflects off the paint and provides lighting over the workspace. Repetition of those same incandescent light bulbs that are set up into the ceiling as well. And again, just a very simple dining room table with chairs, nothing adorning it. It's really what this home is all about. It's making the home art and art the home, which is something that you don't see every day, but I think this home achieves incredibly well. So let's take a look at a few other features of the home. We're going to go up to the primary bedroom on the 3rd floor and check out the amazing, entertaining patio rooftop deck. Let's go. As we come up to the 3rd floor, where the primary bedroom is located, immediately taken by, again, how bright, open, and spacious the room is. We have Another wide opening with retracting aluminum doors, another outdoor patio area looking out across the street. The feeling is always living in a treehouse, having the air, the outdoor, the indoor space being blurred, which is just amazing. And again, we're here at Venice Beach. We've got the wonderful breezes from the ocean. Constantly, we have 75 degrees temperature days, almost 90% of the time. So this is a place where you want to be outside, where you want to feel like you're literally living outdoors. Just like a fine yacht where every square inch is used to its utmost potential, the architect created a very simple and minimalistic space in the primary bathroom, using a glass enclosure to make the space feel larger, as well as this elegant cylindrical vanity, which in itself is a piece of artwork and really cool. So anyway, let's check out the outdoor room, actually we call it, our outdoor patio room, which truly is a unique and special space. Going outside, the first thing you notice is that all four walls of the roof are surrounded, yet open to the space around us, really giving you a sense that this is a room that you're living in and not simply a roof deck on the top of a house. To the right, we have a full-on kitchen, a Wolf range, a sink, as well as a refrigerator, so you can do all your food preparation. But if you do need something from the kitchen, and God knows it probably will happen, we have that dumbwaiter just next to the grill to bring that food up without actually having to use the stairs. Coming further into the area, we have literally a full studio apartment, if you will. You've got your dining room here in the middle to enjoy and entertain. We've got lots of extra space to store your plates and your cups, and so you don't have to bring those from downstairs as well. And you have the living room portion of the roof room that the architect has thoughtfully inserted into the area so you can lie down, relax, enjoy the breezes, and enjoy just living in this amazing environment here in Venice. And if you step out here on this promontory out at the front of the home, you'll see just how close we are to the beach, the sand, and hanging out near the water. Oh gosh, yeah, feeling good here, but I guess we do need to wrap things up and conclude this tour. So come on along, let's head on downstairs and finish up this tour of this truly amazing architectural home. Let's go. What a totally amazing home. And I shouldn't say home, I should say art, because this house is art in how it reveals itself to the owner every day, the architectural interest of every room. Just an amazing, amazing property. And I give it to Charles Sutherland for putting together such a spectacular property here in Venice. I will put the link to his architectural firm down below so you can check out some of the other projects that he's done all over the world, as well as a link to the MLS listing so you can check out other pictures and information about this specific property. Of course, subscribe, like, and comment below. I absolutely want to hear your feedback and what you liked or possibly disliked about this particular property. And join me on some of our upcoming tours. I look forward to seeing you on one of our upcoming videos. Thanks so much.